name is Anita Sharma, and I welcome you all on Import of Media once again. We are celebrating International Women's Day, and I often hear this phrase breaking the glass ceiling, but I personally do not believe in this context and this statement, this phrase, because I believe that it takes everything as we women do and achieve. It puts us in a box as if our ambitions was to find a glass ceiling and break it. Not at all, but I believe that we all want to chase our dreams and ambitions. We all want to become the best version of ourselves. My today's guest in her research series is Professor Preeti Shroff, who is one such example. She followed her dreams to find the best version of herself. Let's welcome Professor Preeti Shroff. Hello, ma'am.
Thank you so much for inviting me. It is such a pleasure to connect with you and talking about International Women's Day. I am in Los Angeles. You are in India. So we are truly
We are truly
connected
connected. Yes,
globally
yes.
and delighted to join you and wishing you the best in
Thank
what you
you.
do.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So, you have got over 25 years of experience in the field of international management and development. You have worked in various capacities at different places like Africa, Asia, Middle East, Europe, North America. You have worked in institutions like World Bank, Oxfam, um, Ford Foundation. You have taught at various universities, including Job Hopkins University and State University of New York. I am very, very excited to listen to your journey so far, like how it started 25 years ago. Why, tell me your path.
Somewhere our path begins with the values we are given at home because as women we are very much connected with our ecosystem, whether it is home,
Hmm.
family, or workplaces or society. And I think that's why women bring unique contributions because we nurture multiple spaces at the same time.
Hmm.
So whatever we do is always intercultural, interdisciplinary, interconnected. So I want to start with that interconnections that women believe in and nurture. And you mentioned breaking the glass ceiling. I don't think women break anything. We rather open a door, in a glass home and
True.
show the world to the people. So the quote must change from women's perspective
True,
that
true.
wherever we are, in a glass home or a brick home, we open doors. So your question was about the journey, and the point I'm trying to make is women very deeply connect with our home and family spaces. So the values that we are given are very critical, and I was very fortunate to have parents who were deeply connected with values in a different ways. My father came from a Gandhian background and he studied Gandhi, he followed and practiced Gandhian values, and he always told us that Gandhiji said that my life is my message. So Gandhiji never said read about me in books. He said observe my life
Uh-huh.
and learn from the experimentation that I followed in my life to learn, so keep learning. So he taught us value of simplicity and continuous learning. And my mother's background is in Montessori education,
Okay.
so she taught us the value of individuality and creativity and collaboration because that's what
Two
Montessori.
extremes, actually.
Yes, it's very
Yeah.
interesting because Gandhi focused on community all the time.
Huh.
And Montessori education believes in each person bringing uniqueness to the world. So I was very fortunate to have parents who gave us this very interesting global principles
Hmm.
from two amazing people, Madam Montessori and Gandhiji.
Hmm.
And what connected them both was practicing what you believe in, right? Because you can
Wow.
have great values, but you have to practice, and it's not easy. It's easy to say follow Gandhiji or follow Madam Montessori, but it's difficult in day to day life, right? And then I was very fortunate to go to St. Xavier's College, where we had very visionary professors who taught us that whatever you learn from books must be tested out in the real life. And that brings me to what you were talking about in terms of research. I look at research in terms of intersection of theory and practice.
Hmm.
You know, research should give you ability to analyze something, understand a problem, and then understand the application of it. So I am a firm believer of conceptual research and rigor, but you have to connect it with practice. So, in my journey, everything I have done since my college days, where I studied economics and social management, is what I chose to study.
Hmm.
I continued with that thread of theory and practice continuously. So then after completing my studies at St. Xavier's, I decided to go and work in rural India because I was from urban India. And if I was talking about understanding reality of India and doing good research, I had to go and see situation on the ground. So for years I worked in rural India with various organizations, community organizations, Oxfam, many other government projects for women and cooperatives.
Hmm.
And women's enterprises is what became my passion. That how do we take women's emotional intelligence that they bring because of the situations we women deal with, and then how do we transform that into their ability
Mm-hmm.
to understand management of communities, management of a nation, management of enterprises,
Okay.
and become an entrepreneur so that everything you do through your research should lead to innovation. And then I got scholarship to go to England to study, where I studied international development and management.
Hmm.
And then from there I went to United States, where I completed my doctoral research, which focused on sustainability in urban planning and design and international education. So I wanted local and global at that stage. So I thought studying sustainability in urban design and planning was fantastic to understand different local communities and cultures. And then international education policy and leadership gave me that understanding of how do you better create education systems that nurture the individual and bring out the potential. And that's where MICA became an amazing place, because MICA brings all of these dimensions together as a school
Yeah.
of ideas and nurtures ideas.
So I would
So
say
that's
you
the
are
journey in a nutshell.
So I would say you are a true global academician. And I was listening to your interaction at one of the podcasts, and it says that Micah means believe in yourself. Micah means, or Micah
Discover
means somebody
yourself. Yes.
discover yourself. It's all about ideas and all. So I would like to now ask you about your dean's role here. How do you bring the concepts and the philosophy of research place at your workplace when you talk about making MICA as a place to do research, and what are those idiosyncratic strategies specifically at MICA you follow, which other institutes should look up to and they can learn from MICA? Can you throw some light on those,
Sure.
re-
Um,
some strategies, some idiosyncratic strategies?
Of course. Because MICA is a management school focusing on creativity, marketing, communication, design, and digital, these are some of the important components. And we have recently also launched data and business analytics program. What we are trying to understand is that how do you create an ecosystem of research, because research cannot be done in isolation, right? It's a tough journey. Research is not an easy journey, and it begins with your concepts, your ideas, the questions that you have that you want to research further. So what we have done is, and you talked about strategies, I'll talk about three strategies.
Hmm.
And Micah president and I as the dean, we work together
Hmm.
to integrate our faculty's ability to conduct research in everything they do. So it begins with, first of all, hiring faculty that is committed to research. They are passionate about research. And Professor Shefali Gupta, Professor Varsha Jain, Professor Anjali Bansal, Professor Kalol Das. These are some of our researchers who are so passionate about a question, right? Whether it is understanding gamification,
Mm.
or it's understanding customer insight mining, or luxury markets, and how do we make luxury accessible to all so everybody can enjoy and experience luxury, or looking at brand management and how brands are transforming by connecting with clients and customers for a long time and lifetime value rather than just one time. So there
Mhm.
are different research topics that they are passionate about.
Mm.
So our job is to make sure that we give them the platform, tools, and
Okay.
resources to expand their research. So we begin with how to create a positive and nurturing ecosystem. So I'll give you a concrete example of strategies. We open up the world of travel for our faculty so that they can go to different institutions in India, they can go to the field, they can go abroad. So if we talk about research, we have to invest resources so that faculty can travel around the world, connect with faculties in other institutions, and build those relationships for collaborative research. So creating an ecosystem for collaborative research is one strategy.
Right.
Second strategy is how do we provide them support for continuing research passion to balance it with teaching and administration, because it's not easy when you do research, it takes hours and hours, right, of
Mm.
commitment.
Mm.
Then as faculty members they are also expected to teach and do administration. So what we have done is we have created different tiers and verticals at MICA. So there
Okay.
is research track. So faculty can choose research track, which means almost 70 to 80% of their time is allocated in their work plan for research. So then as
Mhm.
the dean, my responsibility is to make sure that the research space is not disrupted and
Mhm.
they can focus on research, and then absolutely make sure they bring that research in the classroom so that students can learn from those cutting edge insights that our research track faculty is developing. Then there is a mixed track where there are folks who would like to do research, but they are also very passionate about teaching and
Mm.
teaching innovations. So then we allow them to teach and convert their teaching and administration into research, right? So that's a mixed track. And then there is a pure teaching track. So there we encourage our teaching faculty. They are very passionate about pedagogy and very passionate about online learning innovations. So we help them research pedagogical understanding and pedagogical innovations and convert that into research papers, right? And I think that's where MICA's research and strategies are
Mm.
very unique, or that's our idiosyncrasy of
Right.
research, as you talked about.
Right.
And final strategy is global context and global understanding
Huh.
from local cultures to global trends. So we
Huh.
make sure that we bring a global community of researchers, a global community of amazing faculty to MICA so that we keep learning
Mm.
from amazing researchers from, as you said earlier, Asia, Africa,
Mm.
and all over the world. So that's our strategy.
Great, great. It's really nice to hear all these three strategies which are making MICA the MICA, and the good bunch of faculties which you have is your key resource, and they are bringing you capabilities in terms of making you global and
And I
to be
must
known
tell
as,
you,
yeah.
this will bring a smile for you. At MICA, the leading researchers are all women at the
Wow,
moment. So
wow.
great for men, they have to catch up.
True, true, true. That's
So,
yeah. I keep on hearing stories of Micah. It's really inspiring and very, very, intriguing to see like all women researchers working on all those domains which are less women engagement were there earlier. Nowadays they are into it, be it marketing, be it data, be it finance. So all
yes.
those domains are being taken care by faculties who are women at Micah. So I'm moving to the next part, which so because you are the dean of MICA and you are at the top position, I would like to ask you, what is that one piece of explanation which you would give to young women researchers in India What's the meaning of life?
You gave the answer. You create meaning. Life doesn't give you meaning. You make your life meaningful. And I just read a quote this morning that even if you have to walk the path of hell, make it your own. Own it.
Wow.
Don't be afraid because things are not easy. Nothing is easy. So even if it's a difficult path, own that path, make it your own path, and create meaning while walking a difficult path. So I think that applies to women and, of course, to men also beautifully, that there will be constraints, but how do you learn from constraints? Because only when we are challenged, we grow. If we are
Right.
given all the comforts, we don't grow. So we should not shy away from difficulties, but at the same time, we also have to make sure that there are support systems when we are facing difficulties. And I think for women academicians, researchers, it is extremely important to help them seek meaning that they are seeking through teaching,
Hmm.
research, through field immersion. How do we create mentorship around them so that there are mentors, and when they are struggling, when they are afraid, because we are human beings, we go through all these experiences and emotions, we should have a community of people that we can go to. We should have a community of mentors,
Hmm.
and we should be given tools to deal with difficult circumstances. So at Mica we do encourage many immersions, not just
Hmm.
classroom learning, but going out to seek meaning through engagement with communities, with cultures,
Hmm.
through rural experiences, international experiences. We have recently also launched My Impact.
Okay.
See, Mica gets students from all over India, so they are
Hmm.
not necessarily familiar with Ahmedabad city, where Mica is located.
Hmm.
And Gujarat is the land of Gandhi, right?
Hmm.
And there are so many interesting initiatives that are underway in the city. Ahmedabad is also a UNESCO heritage city.
Yeah.
So we engage all students from all over India with local schools, with local government
Okay.
projects and initiatives, with local businesses. Because if they are management students trying to fix problems and problem solving in management around the world, begin with your city, begin with your
Yeah.
community,
True.
and
True.
connect with those local contexts. So that's the My Impact initiative. We have also launched MICA Entrepreneurship Initiative. So all
Hmm.
students coming in are encouraged to choose one idea that they would like to develop and see if they can take it all the way to translate that into a collaborative company initiative, a startup, a global business, up to them. So we do help them develop those ideas at MICA, and that's 2 years' time that does help them take those ideas further. So these are some other innovations at MICA that complement what students learn
Uh-huh.
in the classroom. And in other words, we say that city is our classroom,
Uh-huh.
communities are our classrooms, rural India is our classroom, business sector is our classroom, and ultimately world is our classroom.
So, Professor Preeti, I always wanted to ask you this question, like, where do you see Micah 10 years down the line? But I think I already got the answer. The way you are doing, I can foresee that what exactly Micah is going to be after 10 years. So let's do some rapid fire, some light bites, so that we get to learn more about you,
Okay.
your side, Preeti's side. Okay, so let's do that. So my first question to you is, if you had to choose only three adjectives to describe yourself, what would you choose?
Passion,
Uh-huh,
hard work,
uh-huh,
and honesty.
uh-huh. Okay. So, what are you passionate about?
Learning from different people, different cultures, different countries.
Uh-huh. So, what is one thing which you don't like while traveling at all? You travel a
While
lot.
traveling,
Yeah, you don't like at all while traveling because you travel a lot.
when my travel restricts me just to
Hmm.
one activity and doesn't allow me to explore the local culture, I don't like that.
Okay, okay. So, if past lives are real, what was yours?
A bird flying around the world and
Wow. Okay.
experiencing different spaces and trees and beauty of this planet.
Great. So, what's the secret of Priti being so pretty?
I'm surrounded by your generation and younger people. I love being surrounded by the next generation and young people. I have a daughter, she's also young, and I love learning from them. That I think it's the digital world, it's the way they are connecting with different situations all over the world. I find young people remarkable,
So
and I
that's
love to
that's
learn
making you
from them.
pretty. Great.
Their
That's making you
energy, it's
pretty. Yes.
their dynamism, right?
I
That
can
you
see that
yeah.
reflection on your face as of now. So you have a daughter. Tell me more about her. What are your suggestions to her?
Experiences with my
Yeah,
daughter.
yes. Yes.
So her name is Naomi.
Wow, what a beautiful
She is
name. What does
my. So her name is from Hebrew tradition,
uh-huh.
this Jewish tradition, and it means a beautiful woman on a spiritual journey in life.
Wow.
And what I like about that description, and it's a biblical name, so it's a historic name, is that women are beautiful souls, but their journey is not just about education, about marrying, about getting money. It is much more than that. Our
Right.
ultimate journey is becoming spiritual human beings, and often women don't find time for that. We are so caught up in the world playing roles of daughter and sister and mother, wives. People forget that ultimately we are our own person and we have a spiritual path that we do have to take. So that's why I love that name.
So I
And
think your daughter is your true reflection because the name and her journey is reflecting your essence and your life narration.
yes, the best part about kids, and especially daughters, when you have, is the innocence that they bring and the worldview that they bring that is so different from your own.
Hmm.
So I see the world from my daughter's perspective now, and I learn from her experiences, sometimes beautiful, sometimes challenging, because she's also experiencing world. And the biggest lesson about being a parent or a mother is you have to be there without trying to solve problems for them because it is their own journey. So
True.
sometimes it's very difficult because you can't fix their life, but you can just share your own life experiences and wisdom and hope for the best. So Naomi is studying in California.
Uh-huh.
She studied neuroscience, and now
Wow.
she has decided to pursue film and media. So she's going to be a film director. She's at USC,
Uh-huh.
University of Southern California,
Uh-huh.
and pursuing filmmaking because she wants to create broader messages through her creativity and films to impact the world and change the world. So that's what she has chosen.
Amazing. So I would love to meet her as well someday.
Yes, of course. You must.
I will. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thanks so much. Bye.
Bye.
Press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.